So what was the topic we discussed in the last session? Can you answer? Mhm. Okay. So today we'll just dive into HTML. Okay. So we'll be starting from the basic again. So I'll be explaining each things in a deep. Okay. So what is this HTML called? Okay. Anything else? Didn't. Yeah. Yes. The main thing it is the basic structure of a web page. Yeah. So we can create web pages with the help of HTML also. But if you want to create like if you want to feel uh, in a structured way, then we can go for CSS and then JavaScript. Okay. But with the help of HTML, we can only create a static web page. Okay. Remember the word like static web page. So what do you mean by static? Yeah. Uh, it is like you can say there will be no actions. Okay. Yeah. So there will be no actions. Okay. We can see and we can just look into it. That's it. We can't do any actions over that thing. Okay. Uh, Praveen Kumar, I think you have joined 2 times. Yeah. Why late? Uh, okay, guys. So where were we? Okay. It is like a static web page. So, okay. So there will be no actions. You can't perform any actions. Okay, with the help of HTML only. And there will be no like any designing it will be not there, and there will be no colors, there is no font style, there is no sequential structures and all. We'll just get a basic structure, that's it. Okay, if we want to get that like styles and all, then we are going to have CSS, and then if you want any actions further, we'll move for the JavaScript. Okay, and this session will be recorded, guys. Okay, so that is where I'm repeating these things once again. Mhm. So first of all, we'll just see what is this HTML. So as we discussed, so it is a hypertext markup language, and we will say that it is a basic structure of a web page. Okay. And this HTML, it consists like some of their elements. We'll discuss about this element. What is this element and all, I'll let you know. And then with the help of HTML, we can create headings, paragraphs, and some images we can add. We even though we can add some links and all. So what is this link in the sense? So I'll let you know in the next further minutes. Okay. And then we can display the contents also. Okay. So any doubt here? So at least you need to list out 4 to 5 points or 3 to 4 points. Okay. So the first one is it is a hypertext markup language, and the second thing it is a basic structure of a web page, and it consists of some a series of elements. Okay, we'll move to these elements. What exactly these elements mean? Okay. So then it also contains some paragraphs, headings. I think we already discussed heading, right? Heading and paragraph. Yeah. Yeah. So those things are not. So at least you need to list out 3 to 4 points. Okay. Don't just blindly tell it is a hypertext markup language. Okay. So now we know this HTML. So which version we are currently using? Yeah. HTML5. HTML5 is the latest version we are using currently. Okay. And we should know what is the difference between the previous version and the latest version, right? Obviously, we should know. So what changes has been done, or what changes that has been updated in the HTML5 when compared to HTML4. Okay. So in HTML, like in the HTML4, the previous version, in that version, audio and video was not supported. Okay, we are not able to add audio or video in the web page. Okay, but in case of in the latest version, we can add audio as well as the video. Okay, and then so a new tags which has been introduced in the HTML5 when compared to HTML4 also. Okay, so some of the tags that has been uh, introduced in the HTML5, and this HTML5 is more friendly. Okay, like it is more mobile friendly. Okay, it is very easy to understand anyone when compared to HTML4. So why I'm saying it is easy, we already know that basic structure, right? That doc type, head, body. We just saw that, right? Yeah. So when compared to that doc type, the first line we used to write that exclamatory and doc type, right? So when compared to previous version, now it is reduced. Okay, when in the previous version, it was like 2 to 3 lines or four, 5 lines will be there. But here it has only one line. Okay, and we don't want to remember like those 3 or 4 lines and all. Okay, it is compared to this HTML4, it is very easy. And HTML4, it works with all the old browsers and all. Okay, but in HTML5, it will be supported for Firefox, Mozilla, and then Chrome and Safari. Okay, yeah. Then we have a topic like semantic tags. Okay, so what is the semantic tags? I will discuss in the later. But under this semantic tags, we have some header, navbar, footer, article, section. Okay, so these things that has been introduced in the HTML5, but in HTML4 it was not there. Okay, we had only div, div. I'll tell that what is this div and all. Yeah, division. So I'll tell you these things. Okay, but so if you want, I think my screen is visible, right? Yeah, so if you want, I'll just show HTML uh, and HTML5 differences. So if you go here, if you take images, I can take anyone. Okay. I don't know, it is not loading. So can you guys see this one? Yeah. So you can see here doc type declaration was too lengthy when compared to HTML5 in the HTML4. Okay. But in case of HTML5, it is like it is minified. Okay, we can see you can write like this one. Okay, with the help of this one, we can judge that we are using HTML5 version. Okay, and then as I told, multimedia tags, that is audio and video. Okay, it was not supported in the HTML4, but in case of HTML5, it is supported. Then new tags that has been added in the HTML5, but in HTML4, it was not there. And then it's compatible. You can see here HTML4 is compatible with almost all web browsers. That is old one. Okay. But when it comes to HTML5, it is also same case, but it is supported more compared to HTML4. So at least you can list out 4 to 5 differences between these things. Okay. So it is not a big deal. Just whatever the things that are not there in the HTML4, that obviously it will be present in the HTML5. Okay. So any doubt here? Yeah. And how about the Visual Studio Code that has been installed in your laptops? Is it working fine? Okay, Sagarika and one more person. Okay, okay. How about Praveen? Is it working? Your issue is not resolved. Oh, that is the reason. It should be it should be more than 10. Okay. Okay. Once if you get you just update your PC. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So guys, we know that if you want this basic structure, we need to give this one. Okay. So you can see here emit abbreviation. So it is giving the entire thing. So if you are hit on enter, we will get this one. Okay. Yeah. And we just saw what these things are. So can anyone say what this doc type indicates? Yeah. So it is version of the HTML. So which version we are using? It is HTML5. Yes. Next, what is this HTML indicates? Yeah, it is the root element. Don't forget these things. It is very, very important. And then what is this head tag? What does it indicate? Yeah, meta information. And also it consists of title, right? Yeah. So it consists of web page title. So what is this viewport? Yeah, it is just a height and width of our web page. Okay. And this what this body takes. So what are the output we want to see that we are going to write inside this body tag? Yeah. So now I'll just tell what is this. I already mentioned like some differences, right? Inside these differences, I mentioned like element. So can you mute yourself, Praveen? So I mentioned like we use elements in HTML5 and compared to HTML4, right? So what is this element in the sense? Okay. So element in the sense it is like a starting tag and ending tag and in between some content. Any doubt here? I'll see. Element in the sense it is like a starting tag and ending tag. So we know that already we discussed which tags. We only discussed 2 tags, right? Yeah, which are those? No, not that one. No, I'm telling we just saw output right in our web page. So first you guys tell me how to check the output for this one. Yeah, one thing is copy path. The next one here, go live. The second, okay, go live. Or if you want, you can see right click here and you have like one option with here, like here open with live server. You can see open with live server. Okay, if you click this open with live server and this go live are both same. Okay, so now if I just click on this go live, can I get any output for this web page? Yeah, it is going to give blank web page. Why? Yeah, yes, yeah. So we discussed which tags now? You tell me. In order to check the output, we discussed only two tags, right? So which are those two tags? Not body tag. Uh, Yeah, and yes, exactly. So we only discussed two tags, that is heading and paragraph. So in heading, how many subdivisions we have? Yeah, so we have H1 to H6. I think Sagarika is working hard. What about Dinno and Praveen? Uh, so yeah, so whenever I ask questions, you guys should be like, I will say, I will say. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then don't ask me any 5-star chocolate and all. I can't give you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then so now why am you asking these tags like a P tag and then H tag in the sense? Okay. So you can see here. So I'll just give H1. See. So this is the starting tag. Okay. And this is the ending tag or closing tag. Okay. So starting tag to ending tag and having some content. Let's say SLP Trainings. Okay. So what is this element now? You can say it is an element is nothing but it is a starting tag to ending tag and it has some information between these two tags. Okay. You can create your own definition. It's not an issue. Okay. But the thing is you need to mention these three things. One is starting tag, ending tag, and the content. Okay. Any doubt here? So now this entire thing, we call it as a element. Yeah. So this is the element. Okay. So if you want like this definitions and all, okay, I will do one thing. I'll just go on. See, theoretical, anyone can tell the answers. The thing is coding, okay? Because theoretical, they just by heart and then they will just explain it. Okay. Okay, you can see here what it is saying. An element is defined by a starting tag, some content, and then ending tag. Okay. Yeah. So the same thing, if you want, I'll just copy paste here. Okay. So this is the element. So any doubt in element? Yeah. Now you give me one more example for the element tag. We discussed two tags, right? One tag is done. So we left with one more tag. Yeah. So yeah, I can because it is having opening and closing tag, right? Yeah. So that is the reason it is a element. So save and check the output. See, I got this thing. Okay. So that is the element. So any doubt in element? What is the element? Okay. Yeah. So now we know that elements in the sense it is like a starting tag, content, and then ending tag. Now you guys tell me. So if we don't have any closing tags, okay. So we call it as void elements. Okay, or empty tags. You can call it as empty tags. So for that examples, you can give like one is like image tag, and then break tag, and then HR tag. So these things I will let you know. Okay, but I'm just giving some example for this image break and HR. There will be no closing tags. Okay. So did you guys gone through this W3 schools for at least once? Okay. So try to go through this W3 schools. Okay. See, you can have each step by step, point wise. Okay. So that it will be very helpful for you to understand. So now I wanted to show this thing. So how this web page or HTML page structures it looks like. So you can see here the same thing whatever we wrote here, right? This one. Yeah. So this one it is shown as a pictorial format. So we can see this one as a pictorial format. Okay. So this is the pictorial format of the basic structure of a web page. So then when you come, we don't want this history on top. Okay. Yeah. So we click on the next. And remember one thing, you can go and create with the this HTML with the help of Notepad and text edit. Okay. But it is like a old fashioned. Okay. It is like a old fashioned. You don't want to use this Notepad or text edit. And it is like time consuming also. And then this is like HTML documents of type. Yeah. So you can see here we have a anchor tag. So we'll just discuss this one. Okay. So before anyhow we discussed element, right? So we'll just discuss the empty tags. So what is this empty tags? Can anyone say? What do you mean by empty tag? Okay. Yeah, yeah. So there will be only opening tags. Like if I just come here and if I just give image, see, we don't have any closing tag here, right? It is only opening tag. Okay, it is only have opening tag. So this image tag, how to use this? What is this SRC? And then what is this alt? So you need to know these things. So for that, I need to download one image. So any image here. Okay. So these SRC and alt is there, right? So we call these as a attributes. Okay. So tags. So this is the empty tag. Okay. And then what is this attributes? So it is going to give additional information. Okay, it is going to give additional information to the element or that tag. Okay, now if you just now I'm just using this image tag. So can anyone say what will be the output? Can I get any image or like anything? Anyhow, I'll get this two things, right? Yeah. So now you guys tell me, I'm using one image tag. So what will be the output? At least guess like what exactly it is. Can I get any image or anything? Yeah. Okay. So now I'll just get a, see, I'm not getting anything, right? But if you give any path, like as Dinu said, if you give path, then we'll get the output. But now I'll just give this as picture. Okay. So inside this alt attribute, I'm giving picture. So now if I just save it and check the output, see, I got one broken image and a message. Okay. So now I think this definition has some meaning for this one alt attribute, right? Yeah. So what it is saying, it is going to give additional information of that tag. Okay. For this image, there is no path. So since there is no path, we are giving like an extra information, right? For example, yeah. So for example, you can see what exactly we call this as a, no, this one. Yeah, W3 schools is fine, but what in other terms, what we call this as? For each brand, no, for each brand, there will be something like this one, right? Yeah, exactly. So we call this as a logo, right? In the same way, now I'm not using any logo here. Okay, but because I don't have any path here, but in order to say that image belongs to logo, so what message I need to give? I'll just need to give logo. So now if I check the output, see, I'll just get the logo. Okay. So any doubt here? So what this alt attributes do? It just give a additional information. Okay. So now how to use any logo? Now, for example, if I want to make use of this logo, so right click. Okay. So copy link address and come here and paste it here. Save. It's not copy link address. Save link. We will take any other logo. So now if I want to make use of this one, okay. So what I'll do, right click and copy image address. Okay. So save it. See, I got the output, right? So right click on this and then go for copy image address. Okay. So if you like in the same way, if you want to use like Facebook logo or Flipkart, Amazon, anything, okay, you just go there and just right click on that and then you can just give that thing, that copy image address. And this is like online. Okay. You should be like the link should be, if you are like online, then you will get this one. If you're like offline, then you won't get it. Okay. Yeah. So any doubt here how to copy paste this thing? So now, since it is not a logo, it is like something like a peacock. You can give peacock. So it totally depends upon you. So whatever the message you want to give, it totally depends upon you. So you can give anything. Suppose, Okay, if I just remove anything from here, okay, from that link and save it and see, I'll not get that. Okay, okay, still I'm getting. Okay, in sometimes you'll not get that output. If it is like, even if I come here, it's too much. Yeah, see, now I just remove that, but even though it is coming, I don't know how. Okay, since it is like online, I think it is coming. Okay, but when we use this one, like now I'll do one thing, I'll download this image. Okay, so image as, and then I need to go choose desktop. So remember one thing, when you are downloading any image, you just browse your folder where you are currently open this Visual Studio Code. Okay, so now in my case it is in desktop and then ReactJS folder, and then here I have created SLP. Okay, so save it here. So now if you come here and you can see download.jpg. Okay, so index.html, sorry, new.html, and now you guys see, this is too much easier. Yeah, so now I'll just give download.jpg. Okay, now save the file and check the output. See, I'm getting the output, but if I just give jpgs, see, now I'll not get this one. Okay, that is the one thing. And if I just give download one or two something else and save it, see, I'll not get. Why? Yeah, image path is missing. And one more thing, the name which we have given here, it is not matching, right? Yeah, so it should match exactly. And one more thing, remember this, whatever the things I'll tell now, remember this one. So dot slash, in the sense, it is in the same thing. Okay, in the same folder. So if you want to just take a note of this one, like you can take pen and paper and you just make a note. So dot slash, in the sense, it is in the same folder. Okay, dot slash, in the sense, one step back. Okay, now I'll show that difference. So now you can see SLP is the folder, right? My folder. Inside that folder, I have new.html. So this is my HTML file, and then download.jpg and index.html. So these three things, it is in which folder? SLP, right? So since it is inside this SLP, I can directly give download.jpg, because there is no another download.jpg, right? Yeah, so that is why I can give download.jpg. But now what I will do, I'll right click here and I'll create new folder and I'll just give assets. So you may bother what is this assets. In standard way, like if you go in a company also, they use this word like called assets. So, okay, what is this assets? In the sense, whatever the images, okay, like logo, picture, cards, anything. So we, all these things we put inside this assets. Okay, assets in the sense images gallery or images folder. Okay, yeah. So now what I will do, I'll just uh, cut this one and then I'll just paste it inside this assets. Okay, now Now you can see. So now where is this download.jpg is there? Yes, now it is not in the SLP folder. Okay, now save the file, check the output. Am I getting the output? No. Why? Because the path is not, yeah, the path is different, like the file is moved to another folder. So how to get that one? So as I told, if it is in the same folder, then I can use dot slash. But now if I use dot slash, I said it is in the same folder. So now save the file. See, even I'm not getting because I should come out of this SLP. Okay. So now if you want, see. So now this download.jpg is inside assets, right? Yeah, now new.html is here. Now I need to enter first into the, now I need to come outside here and then enter into the assets. Then I need to access this one. So you can give dot slash and then you can see here assets, then download.jpg. Okay, now save the file, check the output. See, okay. So how to give the path is very, very important. Okay, so you need to view the path like this. So again, if I make one more folder inside this assets as image, and then I'll copy paste that download in that one, then what will be the output here? Sorry, the path. Yeah, yes, yes. So that is the thing. Okay, any doubt here how to give a path? If you guys want, I'll just explain once again. Sagarika. Yeah. See, if you have doubt, don't hesitate. You just ask me. I'll explain not only one time, I'll explain 10 times. But the thing is, you should be clear. Okay. So that is how we can give the path. And now I told like dot slash is for within the same folder. If you want outside, so I can give dot slash dot slash. So dot in the sense one step back. That is like outside this SLP. Now you can see outside. I am outside this SLP. Okay, you can see what is the first one. It is like some Mac, O, SX and VS Code, right? So if you come here and if you give a slash, see you get that thing. Achiever, CIT, CSS grid, this entire thing I'll get, right? So if you come out of this parent folder, then we need to use dot slash. Okay. So dot slash is for one step back, dot slash is for two steps back. So any doubt here? Now, if you have still doubt, I'll do one thing. In this assets, I have this image, right? So what I will do, I'll just make this, cut this one, and then I'll paste it down. Can I paste here? Yeah. It is not pasting. No. Yeah, now you can see it is outside the assets and outside the SLP, right? So come here, see the file. So now you guys tell me the path. So if it is was like in the same folder, we are giving directly name or we can give dot slash. Yeah, but when it was in assets, so we are giving dot slash asset slash image name. Now, yeah, now you tell me it is outside. So how many steps you need to go back? Yeah, yeah. So dot slash, then why users? Can you see this suggestion box? just, yeah, in that suggestion box, which we want. Just, no. Which, yeah, yeah, that is what, right? You can see here. Then why again we need to go for Mac? We don't want, right? See, it is already it is inside this one. So come here and show the file and check the output. See, okay. As now, if you want, Dino said like we need to go in one more folder. So if you want like that, so then what we need to do in this user, okay, it is no. So I'll do one thing. I'll just create a new folder here. So outside, okay. So I'll just give images and enter. Okay. So now here. So what I'll do, I'll just this download, cut, and then I'll just come here and paste it here. Okay. So now you tell me the path. Yeah, tell me the path. I won't give dot slash because it is showing some suggestions for you. Dot slash. Yeah, exactly. Dot slash. Yeah. Now I need to go for images folder. Download.jpg. So save it. See, I got. Okay. So this path, how to give this path, you need to practice it. Okay. Once you practice, then it is very easy. It's not an issue. Anyhow, you will get that suggestions, right? So there you can select it directly. Okay. So in my case, like you can see, I have some more files here. Okay. But in your case, you are still starting the first thing. So it will be very easy. You will be not having much uh, files and folders, so that it will be easy. But in order to practice, you can do like this. So you create one folder, inside that one more folder, in that folder you add that image, or create one folder and again outside this create one more folder. Okay. So I already showed three scenarios, right? 3 to 4 scenarios I have given example. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Where it is saying, where it is taking SLP. Yeah. No. Because this file is inside this SLP, right? How can you go directly out of this one? Yeah, because the root element. So yeah, so for this SLP, the file is inside this one. So that is where we need to go step by step back. Yeah. Okay. So any doubt here, guys? Okay. And why I given here as logo? Okay. Now if I just give, like if I just remove also, there will be no change. You can see still I will get the image. Okay. But if I just come here and I'll just give some wrong path or wrong name and save this, see, I'll not get any message. Did you observe? Yeah. So since there is an error, the user should understand there is some image, right? And that image belongs to which thing? We should know. So for that, we are going to give the message. Okay. See, now I'll get this thing. So whenever there is error, we are going to show the this message. And when there is no error, anyhow the image will, yeah, anyhow the image will be displayed. Okay. In some cases, the path will also the right way. But in while you what you'll say, while you browse the things, when there is like internet network issue there, then at that time the path was correct, but the image will not be loaded. So at that time that message will be shown. Okay, that is where this alt message is also very important. Okay, so any doubt here? Yeah, and I'll show one more thing here. So since we not started HTML, sorry, CSS, but I'll show one thing here. So here only you can add this, what you'll say, height and width of this image. Okay, so for example, I'll give height. So I'll give height as 50 pixels. Okay, save it and check it. So you can see I can control that image. Okay, but the thing is you need to remember how to write this one. Okay, first you need to give height is equals to and then double quotation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, px in the sense pixels. Okay, so that thing I'll let you know. We have like again like rem, em. There are multiple things, but we use pixels. So why these pixels in the sense? Now, if you just take, I think you guys will take selfies and all, right? Yeah. So when you take some selfies, you'll get that image, right? And that image will be saved in terms of pixels only. Okay, so yeah, resolution. And then when you zoom that images, you will get that dot, 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 right? So that is what that pixels and all. Okay, but we don't want those things and all. It is just like normal example. Okay, so now anyhow I have given a height for this one. Now if I just what I'll do, I'll just do this one as 100 pixels, and then I'll give the width as well. So again the same thing, width is equals to, I'll just give 100 pixels. So save it and check the output. See, I'll get a square shape. Okay, so here only you can control the image height and width. Okay, yeah. So but the thing is you need to know this, how to write this one. Now if I just give H, and now if I just change to W, save it. See, now also I get the same one. So from this, what you can understand? No, no, no. I'm saying like before it was small h. Yeah, yeah. So we call that as like case sensitive, case insensitive, right? So now you can say this one is a case insensitive. So you can use that thing. Okay, it's not an issue here. But we should not use the caps. We need to use small only because everyone will use this thing. Yeah, and then I'll just show one more thing. Uh, so here we have small h1, right? So what I'll do, I'll just make it as capital H1. Yeah. So save it, check that. See, I'll get accept. Okay. So, but as per the coding standard, we need to use only the small thing. Yeah. So any doubt here? Yeah, HTML you won't get error. See, now when you are using this thing, you will not get any error. And even when you just miss out this one, okay, see, still it execute. But the thing is, it is taking this paragraph also as a H1 only. So this at this time of format, it going to give the error. Now this is an error, right? Because I'm using here a paragraph. It should come like a normal text, and the font size should be lesser when compared to H1. But here I'm getting the both things are same. Okay, so that is where you need to be very careful while using the closing time. Okay, so save this one. So image is done. Then what else? So now for example, okay, empty tags I need to tell. So attributes, I think it is clear, right? So what does this attribute indicates? Yeah, it is going to give, yeah, it is going to give additional information of that image or a tag. Okay, and then what is this element? Ending tag. See, if you want to tell in a sentence, you can tell in the way as I said. Or if you just want to give like a three set of words, you can give starting tag, content, ending tag. But when the what interviewer is going to expect in that is, at least you can elaborate that, right? You can kill the time. So the main motive is you need to kill the time while you're in the interview. Because if you just give short answers, you'll ask more questions. Okay, so that is why. So I think element and then empty tags and attributes are clear, right? So empty tags, I'll just show one example here. So now if you want like any line in between these things, okay, in between these two, if you want like one horizontal line, then I can use one horizontal line. I just give HR. Okay. So if you just check the output, see, I got one line, horizontal line. Okay. So what does this HR is going to provide? Yes, that's it. Okay. And you can see it doesn't have any closing time. Okay. And it is now, since we are only using HTML, it is not having any closing tag. But when we use React, okay, at that time we are going to give like this one. Okay. But since we are not dealing with React, we just give HR. Okay. So any doubt here? What does this HR indicates? It just gives a horizontal line. Yeah. So now you can see this entire paragraph is in straight and straight line, right? It is continuation. There is a continuation. Now, if I just come here and if I just give enter here, okay. So now you guys tell me what will be the output. Can I get one below the other? One below the other? Now I want like one below the other. Can I get now? No. Sure. Think once. ఆలోచించండి ఒకసారి. Okay. So we'll get the same output. See, you know why? Because this p tag, sorry, okay, not like no other tags. That is also one reason, but you can say one more thing. Uh, so this h tags and p tags and div tags and all, it is like a block level. Okay, so that I'm going to tell in the next minute. Okay, so what is that block level element? I'll let you know though. So if you want like this one, okay, if you want like one below the other, okay, so either I can use one thing. I'll just give one BR tag. Okay, so what is this BR? It is like break. Yeah. So I can go and give BR everywhere. So now tell me, what can I get the same output, or I'll get like this one below the other? Yeah. Yeah, I'll get step by step or one below the other. See? Okay. So any doubt? And why I'm using this BR and HR in the sense? So these are the examples of empty tags because it doesn't have any closing tags. It has only starting tags. So is that clear? Yeah. So any doubts so far? So what are the things we discussed today? Yeah, tell me. Then Sagarika. Okay. 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 Providing the path. Okay. Yeah. Sets. Okay. Then Praveen, any other things we discussed? Yeah. Elements. What was the first topic I told? You guys forgot that? Semantic. I just. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So it is very important. That is the difference between HTML4 and HTML5. Okay. And we just discussed this one, right? The basic structure of a HTML. Yeah. So you need to know these things and all. Okay. So any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can just ask me now. Am I going fast? Uh, so this HTML is like it is very small topics only. You can cover it in 1 week only. It's not an issue. It is like just whatever the things you are seeing here, right? Like one below the other. So it will be in the same thing. The main topic will come with the help of CSS and JavaScript only. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow, for first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we'll just briefly again we'll discuss these things. Okay. I'll just ask like what is this, what is that, and all. You just be prepared. Okay. So now you guys already know. I'll just tell one more thing. So I think you guys already learned some poems and all, right? In your school days and all. Poems. Do you remember? Yeah. So like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Johnny Johnny something, right? Yeah. So how it is going to be like? It will be one below the other, right? Like this one. Yeah. So now you guys tell me if I want like that poem, like one below the other, each time can I use like br everywhere? Is it uh like it is like time killing and it is time taking task, right? And it doesn't look good, right? Each time I need to give that br. So how to overcome this problem? Okay. So how to overcome in the sense? So remove these things and you just give pre-tag. Pre. What is that? Pr. Yeah, pre-tag. So just give and you see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now you don't want to give any break tags here. Okay, now if you want one more line, so just copy this and then and paste it here. Save it. See? Any doubt? So what is the purpose of using pre-tag? Yeah, provide the multiple break tags, and in order to make it as a poem structure or like one below the other, then we can use that thing. Okay. And one more thing I wanted to tell that in the HTML4 we had like one marquee tag is it? Okay. In the HTML4 we were having marquee tag, but in HTML5 we don't have that marquee tag. In some cases they are going to use, but we don't have that. For example, what is this marquee tag? In some website you also see like it is like scrolling. Can you see those scrollings? It will be coming from left to right, right to left. Some sentence will be going. Yeah. for this in news channels and all, they put that, right? Some ads will go left to right. Yeah. So that is the market tag. Okay. So you can see here. So this feature is no longer recommended. Okay. But even though I'll just tell that one, because in some interviewers, they are going to ask that one. So mark, see, you can see here. Okay. Like it is just like scrolling from left to right, right to left, like that. And here they have given like direction, width. So these things are not. Don't want those things. But if you just copy this one and come over here, and in the top, we just paste it here. Save. See, it is coming from the right to left. Okay, so this is the market tab. But yeah, it is working, but we don't use this one. We use animations. Okay, animation is the new thing that we can do anything in that HTML. But this one is like in some browsers, as I told, right, this HTML4 it almost supports for the old browsers. So in that old browsers, it is going to be working. But in some new versions of browser, this won't work. Okay, but the why I already told to make Chrome as a default browser in the sense, because this Chrome it supports all the HTML tags, not all, almost all. Okay, so that is why I told you just go here as settings. Some you can go here settings and make that as a default browser. Okay, so you can see they have given some deprecated, like it won't use like that. But you can say like when but almost all they ask like what is this mark tag in the interview. So what you need to say in order to make the element or scrolling, you can see here. If you want to insert a scrolling text or a area of text, you can use the mark tag. So that can be like left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top. But it was using in the HTML4, but when it comes to HTML5, it is not, we are not using. Instead of market tag, we are using animations. Okay. So any doubt here? One is like marquee tag and the other one is pre-tag. So pre-tag we are using, but the thing is we just discussed these two things now. Okay. Yeah. 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 What? No, it won't break. If you just give, see, if I just give space also, if you save it, check the output, see, you'll get the spacing. So it is going to be match exactly what the thing you have given. The way you specify here, it is going to be applied there. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. So this is how this pre-tag works, and then this is the market tag. So any doubt, guys? Okay. So I think this is quite good for today's session. So I want you guys to practice this H1 to H6 first, okay, and check the output you are getting or not, okay, and then before this entire thing, you need to set up the Visual Studio Code. So Praveen, you just update your Windows, so then only you can practice that one, or you can use Notepad. But the thing is, Notepad is too old-fashioned. Okay, so there you need to like type each thing. Like if you come here, you need to type this lesser than symbol, this closer, this closing, entire thing. So that is like you can't learn that one. So that is why you just so with the help of your friends, you just update your windows, then you can practice it. Okay. So you too also just install this Visual Studio Code and then create a file with the help of .html, and then you just install the live server. Okay, and then you just check the output whether you are getting uh, output or not. And then right after that, you just practice step by step. First, you just check with H1 to H6 and check the difference. Okay, and then the P tag, and right after P tag, you can make use of pre tag. Okay, so you can see the difference, and then you can go for image tag. Okay, and then attributes as of this one, you know that, and then these things. So any doubt? So yeah, yeah, other browser. Yeah, that is why. So that is what I'm saying. You just go here, and here in the, I think here you can do, or you can go with the settings also. So your settings, and then default browser. Okay. See, I made it as a default browser. Okay. Or you can go in your Windows and you just text settings over here. Okay. So inside this settings, you can make this one. So here, system. Yeah. So once if you change, then it will be you will get navigated to that one. Okay. And the thing is, now see, for example, if you, for example, this is the Microsoft Edge. Okay. So you do one thing, you just come here and you copy this one, this link. Okay. And then paste it in the Chrome. Even I think that works. Yeah. Yeah. Microsoft Edge. Yeah. Because your default browser will be Microsoft Edge. You just change in the settings. That's it. And just restart that PC or laptop, and then Visual Studio Code. Okay. In Microsoft Edge also you'll get, but the thing is some tags will won't work. That is the reason. Yeah. And Praveen done. Sagarika, you also try to set up this Visual Studio and try to practice. Yeah. So is it hard to create these things? Yeah. So you take any website, web page, we only create these things and all. But it is like only HTML, CSS. But JavaScript, you at least need some uh, coding skills. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So this recording, I'll share it.